back here from the Richard Schwartz and Associates studios and the Magnolia Fields podcast, Maroon and White edition. Cody, there's more than one Mississippi State football team headed to Athens this week. Who else is going?
The Soccer Dogs.
The Soccer Dogs, the top 5 Soccer Dogs.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Well,
depending on who you look at.
RPI top 3, which is what the NCAA uses for seeding.
Apparently, Mississippi State is not using that because their latest press release is number 4.
That is what they are in United Soccer Coaches Poll, which is
and I believe they're the same in top drawer, are they not?
That I think you're right.
I think
there are 4 in both of them.
But yeah,
so 4 in polls, 3 in RPI, whatever it is, they're in the top 4. And boy, oh boy, these dogs can play.
They can go. Obviously they get to that top 4 spot by beating number 1 ranked Arkansas at home. That is a huge win. They shattered the attendance record. And I really think before the end of the season, especially if they come away from this one with a win, I think especially if they get to host something in the postseason, we could be looking at a 3,000 plus.
Postseason, yeah. I don't think it'll happen regular season just because you don't welcome the type of competition like Arkansas the rest of the season. The SEC is going to be tough as it is, but Arkansas is the top dog in the SEC for women's soccer, and Texas kind of too. But Arkansas, that is a huge, huge win. And to be completely honest, I really didn't know it was going to happen going into that game.
It was 50-50.
2 really good teams, and Allie Perry. If you didn't hear of her before the beginning of the season, I have a feeling you've heard of her now. She locked up what you call the top drawer soccer team of the week player, or part of that team. She also locked up a SEC player of the week, along with Maddie Anderson being on the defensive player of the week. It's just, this team is playing the best soccer Starkville has ever seen in its program's history.
And I'm looking here at the season statistics. Allie Perry's got 7 goals on the season. Would you like to know who the next closest is?
Aitana Martinez Montoya.
Tell us how many she's got.
I'm going to say 3.
3. So she's doubled up the next closest. Just an insane statistic. Alana Izquierdo has 1. Zoe Main with 1. Kennedy Husbands with 1. And a few others trickling down throughout there.
Allie Perry, I believe, has scored every single conference goal besides the 2 in the opener to Oklahoma.
She's had 24 shots on goal. The next closest is 11 with Hannah Johnson.
She's been something. It's amazing, though, because she is what's being talked about, and rightfully so. She deserves it. But I don't think people realize that through 11 games, Mississippi State has 10 shutouts. They allowed 2 goals. All of them came to Wake Forest. They are allowing 0.18 goals per game.
Yeah.
The record is 0.05.
Yeah.
I believe they sit. I looked at the record books the other day, and I can't remember the exact number, but I believe right now, if the season were to end, they would finish around that top 10 mark and least amount of goals allowed in a season.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm looking at the season standings right now. The only team to score a goal against them
Wake Forest.
is Wake Forest. Yeah. The only team to score a goal. To score a goal, period. That's insane.
Yeah, 10 shutouts. The one loss was to Wake Forest, 2-1 on the road. And Wake Forest is sitting at number 3 in the United Soccer Coaches Poll, and they're sitting, I believe, at number 2 in the RPI. They are.
Yeah.
So, and like every time we talk about this team, we mention this Wake Forest loss. There's no such thing as a good loss, but it's a good loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is, and Wake Forest is no joke. They have played, I want to say, 4 top 10 teams in the nation and have beat all but like one of them.
Yeah.
They are, Wake Forest is something else. And to be completely honest, if State gets Wake Forest either at a neutral site at home or even if they travel to Wake Forest now, I think Mississippi State wins that game.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be close. But I'm with you. I mean, we talked to head coach James Armstrong before the season, and if you're interested in listening, you feel free to go back and listen to that one because it was a fantastic conversation between us, him, and Ilana Izquierdo. But he said this team was special, and boy, was he not kidding.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had the pleasure of talking to James the past couple of years and calling those games, and I remember when we talked to him, I just felt like he had a different demeanor.
Yeah.
And he felt higher, and just it was I thought I was looking too deep into it, to be completely honest with you. And then they've just come out and they have shocked the world. It has been incredible to watch them. I mean, it's there. James Armstrong is doing something really special in Starkville this year.
100%. 100%. And I'm looking here at the attendance numbers for these home matches, Cody. Obviously, 1,400 being the highest until Arkansas. More than 1,200 more people showed up to that Arkansas match. That is insane.
It was special. It was absolutely special. And like you said, they travel to Athens Thursday, tomorrow for Georgia, and then they come back home. They get Missouri Sunday. And this season's going to be over quick. I mean,
it's
really quickly.
It's wrapping up fast.
Their last game is October 27th.
It is.
And then you get SEC tournament, and then you get NCAA tournament. And we'll see if I hope they can make up their match against South Carolina. They missed that September 26th, obviously, because of the hurricane, and the field was
underwater.
Literally looked like a swimming pool.
Yeah, underwater. So hopefully they get to make that one up. That's about all the time we've got here on this week's Maroon and White Edition. Next time, we'll be able to bring you some basketball news as hoop season is right around the corner. But for now, that's all we've got. This has been the Magnolia Fields Podcast, Maroon and White Edition from the Richard Schwartz and Associates Studios. We'll catch you guys next time.